We are in May, believe it or not, and I have a jacket on and
I can't believe it.
jeans, and I'm still a little chilly, and I'm British.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. It's 65 and cloudy, and it's dropping.
So interesting weather for deep South Alabama, but we were talking a little before. Obviously this is a friendly, but Fort Rucker has a lot of great players on there. I mean, and by that, what I mean is a lot of them are international. So we're talking a lot of people from Europe. We've got guys from Norway, Netherlands,
Germany.
Germany, Iraq. They're from all over. And what I love is these are people that grow up with soccer, like myself.
Correct.
It is in that. That's what we play every single day. So the IQ and the level of play shouldn't be too shabby. And it should prove a good testing ground for our boys tonight at Dothan United, all setting up for our big game of the week on Saturday.
Yeah, a good little test for our guys tonight. Again, bigger guys, especially from. Uh, Sorry, we're trying to figure something out here. Anyway, as I was saying, Fort Rooker with some bigger guys out there. You know, that's what we're going to be facing a lot this season, especially versus USL2 competition. Mostly semi-pro guys are a lot of them going to go pro, but the Germans and the guys from the Netherlands are going to give them a good test, I think.
Yeah. Sorry, we have just got a little technical difficulties here, and we're trying to figure that out. But obviously, we are expecting of a lot of different things tonight with this. Obviously, with the base involved, this is our way to honor those that have served this great country, past and present, and just to take a moment to respect where we live. That this is a military area with military base, and a lot of traveling support. A lot of people that obviously move in and out, but we are about to start our opening ceremonies this evening. As the referees take the field.
Yeah, me myself, I'm actually a military brat myself. Dad was a Vietnam veteran out of the Army, First Sergeant Rex Peacock. Hope he's listening. If he is, hey, Dad.
And we are back, soccer fans, right here in downtown Dothan, Everett Hughes. And here comes the Dragons. Number one, Iago Darube. Julian Jordanheim, Oscar Vallejo, Jack Boring, Josh Hallenberger, Tiago Campos, Pablo Portero, Dyson Clapier, Ryan Holmes, Rodrigo Lopez, and Tito Porter. That is your starting 11. Pablo Portero, Dyson Clapier, Ryan Holmes, Rodrigo Lopez, and Tito Porter. That is your starting.
I know everybody watching is hearing a repeat. We're trying to fix that right now. But also, if you have anything to tell us on chat, let us know. I'll be reading the chat. Anybody want any shout-outs, let me know. I know everybody watching. We'll get it out. Hearing a repeat. We're trying to fix that right now. But also, if you have anything to tell us on chat, let us know. I'll be reading the chat. Anybody want any shout-outs?
The team's making their way out to the center of the field. Dothan United in their standard red top for their home games, and Fort Rucker looking sprightly in their camo with the gold numbers, looking pretty smart out there.
It's going to be hard to see their numbers at times, too.
Standard red top for their home games, and Fort Rucker looking sprightly in their camo with the gold numbers, looking pretty smart out there.
It's going to be hard to see their numbers at times, too.
Stadium announcers just announcing the starting lineup for Fort Rucker. We'll go over those shortly. Stadium announcers just announcing the starting lineup for Fort Rucker. We'll go over those shortly. Hey, folks, we are aware of the little audio issue, and we are trying to work that out right now. We are adjusting our volume as well, so hopefully you can hear us a little bit better. Hey, folks, we are aware of the little and there is a little echo. We hear it in our ears as well, so
A little annoying.
just a little.
That's why we have these preseason games to work out all the kinks.
And you can see on the field that they are unveiling the flag, the Stars and Stripes.
Preseason games to work out all the kinks.
And you can see on the field that they are unveiling the flag, the Stars and Stripes.
Hey guys, they're about to start unraveling the U.S. flag here before we do the national anthem. Bunch of men and women from Fort Rucker helping out and their children. Again, thank you for your service.
And they are unfurling the flag. It's always a great sight to see. The Stars and Stripes and volunteers carrying that. The wind obviously catching that. And they are unfurling the flag. It's always a great sight to see. The Stars and Stripes. Volunteers carrying that. The wind obviously catching that. And we get ready for the national anthem as the stadium recognizes the servicemen. We get ready for the national anthem as the stadium recognizes the servicemen.
Testing, 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 testing. Testing, 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 testing.
Please join me in showing our respect and gratitude as we prepare to sing our national anthem. Our national anthem is being sung by Master Sergeant Jonathan Bray from the U.S. Army Aviation Center of Excellence at Fort Rucker. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Who saved us that star-spangled banner yet waves o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Give it up one more time for Master Sergeant Jonathan Bray.
Master Sergeant Jonathan Bray there from the U.S. Army Aviation Center of Excellence at Fort Rucker, blessing us with the national anthem here at Rip Hughes tonight. We are minutes away before getting this game Sergeant Jonathan Bray there from the U.S. underway. Aviation Center of Excellence at Fort Rucker, blessing us with the national anthem here at Rip Hughes tonight. We are minutes away before getting this game Sergeant Jonathan Bray there from the U.S. underway. Aviation Center of Excellence at Fort Rucker. Again, we do apologize for the audio interference. We may have to take just a quick little break before we get this started. We are minutes away before getting this game. Again, we do apologize for the audio interference. We may have to take just a quick little break.
Let me pull it back up.
and let him know. But now I don't have to hear myself 3 times in my own ear.
Amen to that. I already got to listen to you enough.
Hey. I thought you liked that accent. Anyway, we are about to get underway. Our starting lineup here looks like we are going. Now I don't have to hear myself 3 times in my own ear.
Amen to that. I already got to listen to you enough.
Hey. I thought you liked that accent. Anyway, we are about to get underway. Our starting lineup here looks like we are going. Now I don't have to hear myself 3 times in my own ear. And we are underway. Dothan United playing left to right in the red. Fort Rucker right to left in the camouflage. Looks like we are going. And we are underway. Dothan United playing left to right in the red. Fort Rucker right to left in the camouflage. And we are underway. Dothan United playing left to right in the red. Fort Rucker right to left in the camouflage. Again, I do apologize. We are trying to work out these difficulties, but I know you are getting good quality streaming and watching the game, and we will get back to you with play-by-play as soon as we can get this audio fixed.
Looking like Fort Rucker so far, giving the defense a little bit of a test here early.
I think we might have it fixed. I'm crossing all my fingers and toes, but
Give it 10 seconds.
I think we are here, so we will get back in the groove. So, again, Dothan United playing left to right on your screen in the red. Tito, looks like Tito Porter just picked up the ball there. Looking to play that forward. Drops the ball back. Thiago Campos picking up. Ball out wide to 17, Hallenberger. Little overstep, but Clapier finds Hallenberger on the overrun. Hallenberger into the box. And
Lope.
Tito and Holmes just missed that ball, but that was a great cross in by Hallenberger as they cut the Fort Rucker defense open right there. My apologies, that was Lopez just sliding in there.
Looking like tonight's captain, Braden McNabney of the U.S. Army from Dixon, Texas. Going to be the captain for Fort Rucker. He is also their backup goalkeeper.
Tito Porter with a little flick on to Holmes. Tito carrying on his run, and goalkeeper for Fort Rucker steps up and catches that ball into safe hands there.
Great job, Charles Miller. Warrant officer, Charles Miller.
Number 2, Jack Boring there with a header and clear out of defense. Holmes with a little layoff flick to Lopez. Just couldn't get that ball under control. Dothan get it back. Number 18, Pablo Portero in midfield tonight.
Yeah, he came in not too long ago during the reveal, the team reveal, and has done a pretty good job so far, Coach has said. If I can get my notes without blowing them away here. Midfielder out of Spain, goes to Georgia Southern. Started most of their games. As a matter of fact, not most of our team, but quite a bit of our team is from or going to Georgia Southern this year.
Yeah. Thiago Campos picking up that ball, drops it back to Boring. Little heavy touch by number 2, Jack Boring there. And the ball goes out of play off a Fort Rucker player for a throw-in.
Yeah, number 20, Anders Osa. Talked to him earlier. He was the captain of the Air Force Academy in Norway.
Wow.
So a little bit of experience on this Fort Rucker team.
Boring picks up the ball and right back.
Looks like we got a lot of Justin Nelson fans on our broadcast. Welcome in, guys. Justin just getting in not
puts
too
the
long
ball
ago.
outside to Tito. Tito picks up the ball, looking for a forward run. Finds Lopez right in the middle. Lopez, couple of little touches, out to Hallenberger with the cross into the box.
Goal!
Oh!
Looks like Tito.
That is a goal. Tito Porter from just outside the 6-yard box. I do believe it took a last touch off a Fort Rucker player. But almost 7 minutes in, and the score is 1-0 to Dothan United. Fort Rucker made him work for that goal, though. He did not give that up easy. And you can see that ball started from deep with a nice deep run there. Out from the left wing into the middle. Lopez pushes that ball to the right. Hallenberger with a great shot or cross. Keeper comes, it spills, and that rebound falls nicely and sweetly to Tito Porter, who nestles that ball in the back of the net, making your score 1-0.
Looks like number 6, warrant officer, who canned. Sorry if I got your name wrong, man. But from Killeen, Texas, coming in.
Good
Number
pressure
3,
by
Alvin
Fort Rucker.
Gordon.
Big clearing by number 2, Jack Boring there. Safely into the hands of the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper looking for some movement up front. Elects to punt.
Yeah, these Fort Rucker guys are not going to take it easy. As you see right there, a bump to the outside.
Throw in for Fort Rucker. Looking for some movement off of his team. Nice long throw. Dothan to the ball first. Clapier picks up the ball, puts it back out. Hallenberger, always the willing runner. Looking for the ball in. Nice cross.
Great block.
Good defensive block, but the ball is only cleared as far as Tito, number 8, on the far side. Driving in, looking for a little cross. Chips to the back of the box. Fort Rucker just clear and shot from deep.
Ooh.
Keeper spills, and that results in a corner.
Great save by Miller.
Yeah, great save. Got down quick enough, and that shot coming in from Tiago Compost from just outside the area there.
Miller having to use his whole stretch to get to that one.
Had a little bit of spin on it. Obviously made it a little bit harder to get that ball under control. It is pretty breezy tonight, so that is going to have a big effect on these high balls or corners coming in, free kicks that might happen. Hallenberger's there for the short. Ball chipped in high, back post.
It's in. It looks like.
Did look like it came off
Holmes.
Off a Fort Rucker player, but the goalkeeper is hurt. He is down right now. But he is back up.
Holmes didn't do his usual celebration with the arrow.
I do believe that was actually a own goal.
Own goal.
I'm gonna check here on the replay here. Corner came in. I do think last touch, Holmes got to that ball, but I think the last touch came off Fort Rucker defender there, and it just bounced off into the goal, unluckily. 10 minutes played, and it is 2-0 to Dothan. Ball drop back to Jack Boring. Boring to Campos into the middle field. Campos looking for movement. Great flick ball through the middle. Cut out by Fort Rucker. Fort Rucker electing to put that ball wide. Again, like we talked about a little bit before the game, a lot of these Fort Rucker players haven't played together before. Just coming together, obviously, for this game with, obviously, a lot of experience from all over the world, literally. But obviously, we've seen that. It takes time for a team to gel, even if you've been playing all your life.
Correct, yeah. The first 3 minutes, though, they were giving them a run over here in the defensive end.
Great ball as Tito Porter tries to cut that offside, but he is caught offside. Ball from deep in defense by, I believe that's Julian Jordanheim over there on the left tonight.
Yeah, King Julian, out of Norway himself. A couple of Norwegian Air Force guys out there, including number 20.
Loose touch, by Vallejo there. Dothan recover. Hallenberger elects to drop the ball back to number 1, Iago. In his standard neon orange. Can't miss him. Nice little footwork there by Julian, just controlling the ball. Drops it back to his defensive partner, Vallejo. Vallejo out to Boring on this right-hand side. Great ball forward as Lopez goes on the run. He's on his own, and he chips. And that is a goal. Yes, we love to see that from Rodrigo Lopez as he drives into the center of the Fort Rucker goal. Keeper comes out, and he just elects a nice little chip over that goalkeeper. Making your score 3-0 to Dothan United. So the ball comes out on that right-hand side, perfectly weighted into the path of Lopez. Lopez strides, keeper comes out, little chip with his right foot over the goalkeeper, and makes your score 3-0. For Rucker get the game back underway. Lopez picks up the ball, Holmes shoots, and he scores! Quick counterattack there.
This time it was Holmes.
It was Holmes. 4-0 to Dothan United.
Yeah, a lot of the Fort Rucker guys, a lot of them only played in high school. A couple of them played in college, especially the international guys. Their captain played at the University of Memphis.
Here comes that replay, David. It was a quick, very quick play off the re-kick restart of the previous goal, and Lopez just picked up that ball and dropped it off to Ryan Holmes.
Just want to thank our broadcast engineer, Eric Headley, over here for getting everything.
And here comes Fort Rucker. Fort Rucker got the ball in the box, looking for some players, and the shot comes in. It looks like that's going to be a corner.
Also, we have a new camera guy, Alex. So
we have got a full quiver up here tonight, and we love it. All right, looks like Fort Rucker got the corner on that far right-hand side. Ball swings in, low ball into the box, driven hard. Alexa drop, nice little touchback. Oh, and there goes Ryan Holmes, off on his own, picks it up at the halfway, all onside. Alexa go around and chips it over. That makes your score 5-0 to Dothan United. Little over 15 minutes played then. And that ball comes straight, perfectly weighted. Ryan Holmes stayed in his own half, played himself onside, and just drove. Keeper comes out, dove to his left, and Holmes just chipped it over into the back of the net, making it your score now 5-0.
The main thing about this game now is getting to Saturday healthy.
Correct.
We do have a couple of injuries. Dom Kingsley got injured during practice the other day.
Little miscommunication right there.
Should be back in 2 weeks. A couple more guys literally just came in today. So we're filling out our team so far.
Yeah, we are. Dothan United picking up that ball, just controlling the pace of the game again. Vallejo to Campos. Campos sees Hallenberger. Hallenberger always that willing runner on this right-hand side.
All day. Or technically all night.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we still haven't got in one of our starters from last year, Mo Samela. I can say that now because it is the start of the season. So.
Yep. He'll be here soon. Lopez dropping into midfield, picks up that ball. Hallenberger drives into midfield, elects to drop it to the far left to Jotunheim. Jotunheim looking for some movement, plays it off to Campos, a little 1-2. Jotunheim looking for the run. Clappier making that run forward, but Fort Rucker stopped that ball nice and quickly with a good block, put that out for a throw-in on the far right-hand side. Does look like Fort Rucker about to make some changes. Captain coming off here. Number 26 for Fort Rucker coming on.
That'll be First Lieutenant Roy Crescent.
And then number 17 coming in as well.
That will be Christopher Miller out of Denver, Colorado.
And we'll say this several times tonight. We appreciate their service and appreciate them even just coming out tonight to play this game.
Yeah, I got a bunch of ties to Fort
And
Rucker.
so it's a great little touch there by number 20 for Fort Rucker. Lays the ball off, picks it up again, spreads the ball, little drop over the top. And Yago calmly, coolly, as he often does, picks up that ball and just holds up the play.
Yeah, as I was saying, I got a lot of ties to Fort Rucker. For one, my dad was an Army Vietnam veteran, First Sergeant Rex Peacock. My mother-in-law worked on helicopters at Fort Rucker, retired a few years ago. She was one of the first females to work at Fort Rucker, Miss Wanda Newman.
Oh, heavy tackles. He stepped in. Yellow card there on Tito Porter there. Will result in a free kick halfway into Fort Rucker's half. Referee just making sure that the ball is still. He's taking names before he lets him take the kick. Tiago Campos over the ball, rather. Little chip ball, floats it in, looking for Lopez off his chest. Fires that ball across, and Holmes just couldn't get to it. Do want to say that Ryan Holmes did come collect on his fish and chips for getting a hat trick for the last game.
I was going to ask him that.
Yeah, no, he was there the very next day.
No, I bet.
So, Bistro Eats, one of our sponsors, helps feed the players here and give the players that score a hat trick. Fish and chips. Ryan Holmes with an absolute scorcher off his right foot from a great deep ball from defense. He catches that sweetly, makes a little turn, and just half volleys that ball into the bottom left-hand corner of the goal and left the goalkeeper no chance. That ball came from defense. Yago picks out the ball, makes that long pass, sees Holmes, little flick off the outside of his heel, turns, gets his body behind that, and hammers that home. As beautiful goal by Ryan Holmes, making your score 6-0 with a little 20 minutes played in this first half. David, we did think we would have a lot of goals tonight.
Yes. Fun fact, though, in friendlies, in all 3 years of Dothan United friendlies, no one has ever scored against us.
Hallenberger on the run. Oh, and Hallenberger takes a rocket shot and puts that over. And a nice little slide on his belly.
A little too overzealous.
He has so much energy, he's just running all night. Goal kick to Fort Rucker. Boring comes to the ball, misses it. Fort Rucker picks up the ball, looks for a little layoff. Mistimes the pass. Boren picks up the ball back to Vallejo. Vallejo to Campos. Campos out to Porter. Porter, nice little touch around the outside. Back to Jordanheim. Jordanheim to Vallejo. Campos drops from midfield, picks up the ball.
Have an Oscar Vallejo fan on here as well. Marcella Hermont. Thanks for joining us.
Offside called against Dothan United. Fort Rucker making another substitution right now, number 26. 26 coming out and number 21 coming in.
Colin McCrary, Second Lieutenant Colin McCrary out of Buffalo, New York, coming in. You know what surprises me are people are still getting the ices tonight, even though it's like 64 degrees out
My
here right
own
now.
son got a big icy right
And
before
that's
the
why
game.
I said that.
And I'm like, it's freezing, buddy. What are you doing? He's like,
Yeah.
I got to get one. Shout out to Purple Penguin for providing those here tonight.
Great people.
Great little through ball by Holmes. Down that left-hand side, Tito Porter made the run. Holmes picks up the ball outside the box, drops to his left-hand side, fires with a left-footed shot. He wants another fish and chips.
Does he
That's
get
it.
another
He's
fish and
getting
chips?
it.
Have y'all talked?
No, I'm not talking to him. All right, great goal. Dothan doing the dirty work, just picking up the ball there in midfield. Passing it nicely. Ryan drops his right shoulder, turns onto his left, hits a left foot curler over the keeper into the top of the net. And your score is 7-0, 23 minutes played. Clapier picks up the ball, puts it out to Hallenberger. Hallenberger making the run. Nice little touch, keeps it in play. Campos crosses it in. A few shouts for a little handball there.
Fort Rucker fans are very passionate.
Love to hear it. I love passionate fans. Jordan Heim drops the ball out to Tito. Tito, a little loose touch, but we recover. Makes a run. He's making a run on that left-hand side. Cuts around, looking for a cutback. Finds Holmes, and that is 4 for Ryan Holmes into the left-hand corner. He'll get an extra slice of lemon with that one. Dothan Dragons 8-0 with a little over 15 minutes left to play in the first half. Again, not letting up, convincing, keep playing hard. Full Rucker passing the ball around, little heavy touch there, goes out of play, results in a throw in to Dothan United.
Yeah, a lot of this is just, again, people like Julian coming in a little bit later, a couple other guys coming in. Portero out there. Trying to see who gels with who. After halftime, I'm sure we'll see a bunch of...
Great ball around the outside, but I do believe it took a touch off a Fort Rucker player. Results in a quick throw-in. Lopez picks up the ball, and that will be a penalty.
That's going to be red carded.
That did look like a straight red card there.
Just a straight tackle.
Not sure that deserved to be a red card on that one. That definitely needed to be yellow.
Looked like number 5.
Given the penalty already.
Aden Lawo. Sorry if I'm first lieutenant. It's like Lopes is going to take the, or Lopes, I'm sorry.
Lopez. Yeah, I was talking with him the other day about how he, and a little Panenka right down the middle. Great little run up, makes you think he's going the opposite way, and just a little chip straight down the middle. Makes your score 9-0 to Dothan United.
Yeah, I do believe you'll see wholesale change,
100%.
all 11 players. I know Dylan Grinder is just now coming in. He's from the University of Kentucky for Yago. He'll probably come in for Yago in the second half. Keep your for sure starters fresh. Get the newer guys in. See if they can gel each other. Again, just trying to figure out who's going to start against Montgomery. And I think that's going to be probably the most difficult challenge for Coach Davey.
Yeah. I mean, we've got a great group of players that all have taken their chances pretty well when they've been given a chance to play tonight and last week.
And they've all bought in.
Yeah.
And they're all really gelling with each other. And Ty Powell, one of the guys that's, one of our Dothan guys, he told me he's having the most fun he's ever had.
And that, as a coach and as a player, that to me is what I want. If your players are having fun, they're going to play better. Great little cross ball switch there by Tito. Finds Hallenberger on this right hand side. Hallenberger's driving. Quick feet. Hard cross into the box. Goes deep. Oh, and Holmes looking for his 5th for the night right there. I think he's trying to get double fish. And into the hands of the goalkeeper.
Be cheaper to get the chips. Want to give another shout out to Circle City Inferno, our supporters group. Great bunch of people. Again, if you want to join them, talk to them. It's very easy to join. Rowdy bunch of people, but great people.
But good rowdy.
Great.
Jordanheim picks up the ball, looking for a
and then a foul on Hallenberger.
Hallenberger coming back.
They're going to red card. Nope.
Yellow card. Yellow card for Hallenberger as he just pulled back number 20 on Fort Rucker. Fort Rucker making another change here. Number 19 coming off number 22 going on.
It looks like even though they gave him a red card, Dothan United is still going to let Fort Rucker play with 11 guys. Number 27 is also their captain that started off as number 12, McNabney.
Okay, we are having some video issues. I don't know if you still have audio. Looks like the game is frozen a little. All right, so we're going to do our best just to give you like a radio commentary. You can, I believe you can still hear us, but the video is frozen right now. We do apologize for these technical difficulties, but like we said earlier, that's what these pre-game friendlies are about. So Fort Rucker have the ball on about 25-yard line with a free kick. Dothan holding a high line. Yago getting his defenders set up. 8 players in the box for Fort Rucker. Ball comes in. Nice little chip onto that far side, but Yago steps out to pick that ball up, clean it up. And he is just looking for some movement, puts the ball down at his feet.
Yeah, the kick was by Second Lieutenant Ole Holderson.
Yago elects to drop it close to Vallejo. Vallejo drops it to Campos, who drops it back to Jordanheim, who steps out into midfield on a little run. Found Portero. Portero dropped it back to Vallejo. Back to the feet of Yago. Vallejo picking up the ball. Turns, finds Ryan. Holmes. Holmes finds Clappier. Clappier drops that ball on the outside right of his foot. Tito Porter was making a run into the box with great last-minute slide tackle by Fort Rucker at his feet.
It looked like number 4, Mitchell Worthington, warrant officer.
So again, we do apologize for the video issues, but we do understand you can still hear us, so we'll do our best to commentate through this little hiccup, and Clappier lays that ball off to Hallenberger just outside the box. Porto off to Campos. Campos chips it into the box, and Clappier with a right-footed volley into the bottom right-hand corner. And that was another goal. He shoots, he scores, puts the score at 10-0. And then your replay there. Again, just by me telling you what happened, Clappier scored a banger with his right foot. I think I still owe him a fish and chips too. I think we've got that live stream back up and working. And you should have good video.
Kevin Pierre Sr., how you doing?
Hey, Mr. Pierre, good to have you always. Great to see your son was named in the team on Sunday, I think it was. Sub on the bench for an MLS game. Great little flick around the corner by Holmes, finding Hallenberger. Hallenberger with a head up. Sees Lopez, but Lopez was offside just fractionally. Even though the stadium announcer thinks it was a goal. It was offside. Free kick. Good step by Fort Rucker defense. Dothan United pick up the loose ball. Portero has the ball. Drops it to Clappier. Clappier drops into a deep midfield role, more of like an attacking mid there. Vallejo looking for the ball over the top to Hallenberger. Doesn't get there. Holmes with a great little layoff around the corner. Porter running into the box. Lopez with a little check back. And another one. Oh, and off the bar by Holmes. Great defending by Fort Rucker there. Loose ball straight into the path of Hallenberger. Hallenberger to Clappier. Clappier back to Hallenberger on this far right-hand side. Dothan just controlling possession, as they've done in the last game. Porter dropped into midfield, looking for a pass, swings it out to Jordanheim. Defense stepped all the way up. Nice little touch, 1-2.
Pierre Sr. saying he's headed out to Charlotte tomorrow for the game. The New York City FC game.
Tito Porter picked up the ball. Should be a great game there in MLS. Boring. Looking for the ball forward.
Got to get me a jersey.
Defense just steps in. Dothan controlling the play. That wind picking up a little bit.
And it is cold.
Vallejo looking for some movement. Finds Lopez as he drops through. Hallenberger with a little bit of a late touch, but ball goes off a Fort Rucker player for a throw-in. Lopez picks up the ball. Holmes running into the box, looking for movement in front of him, drops it back, misses about 3 players, goes through, comes all the way to, I believe that was Portero. Who hits a shot and it goes just a little bit wide.
Gotta say, I really like the play of Anders Osa, second lieutenant Anders Osa, out of the Norwegian Air Force. He's done a real swell job so far tonight. One of the better players so far.
Jordanheim receiving the ball deep in his own half. Back to Vallejo, his defensive partner. Jordanheim picks up the ball back again. Portero to the left of him, drives up, Finds Clapier. Nice little turn. Drop of the shoulder. Off to Porter. Porter lays it back to him as Clapier runs into the box. Checks back inside. Nice little shimmy. Great save by the goalkeeper. And Fort Rucker cleared the ball. And Dothan United continue with their possession. So, David, some notable people or missing, I guess, tonight from starting lineup. Captain A.J. Palmer from last game, not playing tonight. Vallejo preferred in that starting spot tonight. And again, we're talking about player rotation, obviously, and getting as many looks as players before we start our season. But just some interesting depth that we have in the squad this year that we can do that and not drop.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I didn't think we could get any deeper than what we were last year, but I honestly think we are deeper this year than we were last year. And that's hard to say because we had a really great team. Coach Dave even told me, he said, when the schools start taking their boys back, if any of our guys go, he's got more guys waiting in line to come here. So that makes me even more excited. He said they are some ballers. So, we'll be set no matter what. And, again, we're so deep, and the guys are all, honestly just really good friends right now. And there's no jealousy between the guys. There's no bad blood in the locker room. It's really nice to hear. All the guys are just talking well about each other, great about each other. Iron sharpens iron type mentality.
I know they've got some great team bonding they've been doing, some different things. They spent some time at the Dothan safety training
that was
offices,
good to see.
Looking at fire safety and all of that and what goes into keeping our city safe as well, and just had a fun team building day out there. Funny to see some of them in some firefighting jackets and helmets,
and the helmets,
and running some drills.
Well, now they realize just how heavy all that really is.
And that pays off into their fitness here.
It does. But also, just do anything you can to have a team building experience. That's why when I was over Go Kickball Dothan, I wanted them to come out, play us in a game of kickball. And it's great to get away from all the pressures of USL2, especially with the pressure that Dothan puts onto our boys, as Hallenberger here on a run.
Yep. Picks up that ball deep into the corner. Lays it off for Holmes, who comes running back. Always another willing runner. Drops it to Portero, who finds Boring on this right-hand side. Boring back to Hallenberger with a little flick around the outside to Holmes. Holmes with the cross. Slips as he takes the kick for the cross, and Fort Rucker defense, number 15 there, puts that out of play for a corner.
Kevin Pierre Sr. he's trying to work a deal on the jerseys. Kevin Jr. is working with the club for more info to follow. So very interesting. We would love to hear more about it.
You can add my name to that list.
Yeah,
Mr.
amen to that.
Mr. Pierre. Cross comes in, keeper calls for it, and it looks like the ball goes in.
Yeah, that went in.
I'm not sure who that came off. We'll have to look at the replay. A little confusion
like
at that
was
front.
The closest.
Little confusion at that front post. The goalkeeper called for it. You could hear him in the booth. Corner comes in. And I think it just clipped the post and bounced off one of the players. Not sure if Holmes is going to try and claim that one.
I'll give it to him, I guess.
Luckily,
it doesn't count to the official.
I'm not giving him double fish and chips for that one, though.
Luckily, it doesn't count to the official score. So,
score is 12-0 to Dothan, 42 minutes played. I expect to see wholesale changes at halftime. I don't know about you, David.
Yeah, I think that's what someone was telling me, that the entire team is going to switch over. We got two guys from Portland that came in a couple of days ago,
Yeah.
Justin Nelson, Oscar Kaufman.
Yep.
Be interested to see them go out there. We haven't seen them play yet. It's been great to see King Julian out there doing his thing. Portero, again, a starter out there at Georgia Southern, done really well so far tonight.
The only thing I don't like about wholesale changes is I have to learn everybody's name and number really quickly again.
Very much so. Luckily, they have their names on the back of their jersey. So
you're assuming I can see from this height, even with my glasses on. And obviously, in a friendly, the teams are allowed to make as many subs as they want. Obviously, as we get into the regular season, they are limited. Boring with a crossfield pass, looking for Tito Porter on that far right-hand side, far left-hand side, sorry. Clappier trying to pick up the ball in midfield. Hallenberger dropping back. A little rough and tuffle, and referee calls a foul. And free kick to Dothan.
Foul on number 23, Ole Holderson again, second lieutenant.
Jonahan back to Vallejo. Vallejo takes a couple of steps forward, looking for a chip forward to Lopez. Lopez off the chest. Ooh, nice little volley, and will result in a free kick. About 45 yards out to Dothan United. Does look like for Rucker trying to make a substitution here. Number 7 about to come in for number 20. And as you correctly said, there is a whole host of Dragons warming up.
Yeah, number 7, second lieutenant Ellis Wright out of Dallastown, Pennsylvania.
Just holding off on that substitution for now.
Again, a lot of these.
Good little chip in when Wynn takes it. And ball just goes out of play for a goal kick. And that is halftime. Your score 12-0 to Dothan United. We will be back shortly after the break for this second half of this friendly between Dothan United and Fort Rucker. And welcome back, soccer fans, to downtown beautiful Dothan at the historic Rip Hughes Stadium. Britt and the Bird here with you, bringing you the second half of this USL 2 friendly between Dothan United and our local Fort Rucker Army base. The score is an adjusted 11-0 to Dothan. That last goal was discounted for being offside. David, plethora of goals in that first half. A wholesale change by Dothan United, literally a brand new 11 for this second half. What are we going to see?
I would guess more goals. But, I mean, just because we're putting our second, or not really our second string, I can't even call this second string.
No.
Most of these are, I think some of these are going to be starters as well. But just because we're putting in our subs does not mean they're going to take off the gas. Coach Davis told them, keep the gas on, doesn't matter what the score is. It's a mentality that you're going to have to take into the
Correct.
USL 2 season anyway. You might as well go ahead and do it. What I might be looking forward to is to see if Dothan will get their defense more into it. Let Fort Rucker grab the ball and come into their defensive third and try to work on some defense, especially with a new goalie in, Dylan Griner from the University of Kentucky.
It just got here this week, I believe.
Yeah, just got here. I think he was the one that came in on Monday, which was yesterday.
Great ball forward by Dothan United. Speedy Gonzalez on this right-hand side.
Oh,
Shot
great
cleared off the line by Fort
Wow.
Rucker, and keeper smothered that back up. That was a great, great series of play. Number 37, Ty Powell there, stepping in defense, picking up that loose ball.
Just unlucky for Ebon.
Keane dropping the ball back. Powell to Palmer. Palmer captain for the second half. Rolls it back to the goalkeeper.
I do want to thank Fort Rucker for coming out and giving our guys some work, helping them get in shape, play this season.
Yeah.
Takes a lot of guts to come out here and play a pre-professional team, which a lot of these guys are going to go professional eventually. And, I mean, hey, at least you can say, hey, I played against that guy, when you see him on TV. But these guys have way more of an important job than just sports. They defend our country. Most of these guys and girls are pilots.
We actually were looking at rescheduling this game a little bit later on this month or the beginning of next month. Literally can't because half the team's gone and to different stations all around the world. And that, again, just puts it into perspective what these guys give up on a daily basis as well for our great nation.
Yeah, I was talking to the coach, Frank Hoffman. He's from the German Air Force. His son is actually the goalie for Enterprise High School.
Wow. Justin Nelson just strayed offside there, number 11. Actually from Portsmouth in Jamaica. He's at the University of Portland, I believe. He's one of the other players that arrived this week.
Yeah, technically Rollins College, but he's transferring to Portland. But at Rollins College, they made it to the D2 championship game.
Keane with the clearance header right there. Salas stepping into midfield. Gonzalez picking up that ball on this left-hand side. Ball goes out of play off a Fort Rucker player for a Dothan United throw-in. Quick throw by Gonzalez, back to Keane. Keane into the feet of number 10, Kaufman. Kaufman out to Gonzalez. Plangin, number 22, homegrown, picks up on the edge of the box. Tries a little back heel flick. No one else read that. But ball comes off of
Henry,
a Fort Rucker player.
Just talking about Justin Nelson transferring out to Portland. He also has another forward mate out of Sweden. It's Scored 8 goals for West Mass last year. Oscar Kaufman, number 10. They're going to play side by side out here. Also going to Portland.
Yeah, always good, too, if you got that little chemistry with someone you know as well coming into a new team. Ball goes forward. Gonzalez picks it up on the touchline here. Plangin looking for the ball into the box. Cleared by Fort Rucker. Nelson, nice little fancy footwork. Back out to Gonzalez. Number 27 crossing in just over the bar, but nice little take.
Yeah, nice little bend
by Gonzalez there with a nice little bend and dip to it. Just would not dip soon enough.
Yeah, we're talking about guys that are coming from the same school. We're having a bunch of them from Georgia Southern. A.J. Palmer, Ryan Holmes, Sean Keene is going to go out there. Anton Jurga just announced he's going to go out there. Pablo Portera. You know, we were going to have, talking about King Julian earlier, Julian Jordan, his best friend Steen was going to come out here, both of them from College of Charleston.
And here goes, sorry to interrupt. Fort Rucker were on a little breakaway there.
Hey, defense had to work.
Defense had to step in. Devin Coombe right there out of Netherlands stepping in. Plangin with a nice drive. Picks up that ball, spins, pirouettes onto his left foot, drives it into that bottom left-hand corner, leaving the keeper no chance. You can see right there the ball comes out to the right-hand side. Plangin makes a run into the box, little spin, sets himself, and drives that ball with his left foot into that bottom left-hand corner. Great goal, making your score 12-0 to your Dothan United.
Well, the record is 15.
Set just last week.
Just last week.
Nice little step by Kroom right there into midfield, picking up on a loose ball. Plangin picking up the ball, lays it off to Kroom nice and calmly, into Keene, into mid. Keene drops it back to Powell. Powell back to Keene. Kaufman looking for the run, but elects to go on the left-hand side, driving around the player, cuts inside, looking for a drop back, checks back. And a penalty is given against Fort Rucker. Looks like Kaufman is going to take this penalty. He earned it there with his run in and was fouled.
You know, going back to guys going to the same school, we got 3 guys from Montevallo as well, a couple guys from AUM. I mean, just a lot of guys from the same school. Everybody already has that.
Keeper getting set. Kaufman with a run up. Side step to the left. He runs. Little stop. Keeper almost gets it. Just squeezes it in that bottom right-hand corner. Little stutter step. Throws the keeper off and just delays his dive. Making this score 13-0 to Dothan United. 52 minutes played.
Yeah, just not enough reach to reach that. And goalie chose the right way. Couldn't quite get to it.
This is obviously great experience too for these players from Fort Rucker, just to be able to play against this USL2 team as well, and just represent this whole tri-state area with what they do on a daily basis over at Fort Rucker and for the surrounding area too. Great long ball by Fort Rucker, chested down, unlucky. Salas picks up the ball midfield, turns to his right, drops the ball to Gonzalez. Gonzalez sees Nelson with the run in. Keeper's out of his box, and the Fort Rucker defense stepped in, cleaned that up, and the ball goes out of play for a throw-in to Dothan United.
You can see the new additions to the field. We got little canopies right there for our players.
Canopies sponsored by Call Bob, local air conditioning service. Keeping not just your house warm, but also the Dothan United players cool on the bench.
Tell you what, we're going to have to turn on the heater tonight.
It is a little chilly and windy. You might be able to hear that on their mics.
They ain't hearing my teeth chatter just yet.
Not yet, but you do have shorts on, so you know that's your fault.
And flip-flops.
Chested down by Fort Rucker, turns, little volley out. Straight into the feet of Powell.
Oh, yep. Foul to Salas.
Salas with a little foul on the back of a Fort Rucker player. Nice sportsmanship there as Gonzalez helps him up. Free kick to Fort Rucker. Put it deep into the box. Dothan defense stands strong. Salas sidesteps a little. Kroon picks up the ball, lays it back to the goalkeeper.
The new goalkeeper, Griner. He's also from the Atlanta United Academy, which Coach Davey was the head of.
Yep. Actually wearing an Atlanta United shirt this evening.
Saving my Britain the Bird jersey for Saturday.
Late foul there by Fort Rucker player on Kroon.
And another thing, this is just get out of here healthy.
Yeah.
There's no need in injuring anybody. There's no need to go to where, especially guys that are more than likely going to be our starters. We'll need them for the season.
Does look like Fort Rucker are about to make a couple of changes here. Looks like number 2, number 8, and number 12 are about to come onto the field.
Yeah, number 2 is Andres Iverson out of the Norwegian Air Force.
Number 12.
Number 12 will be Jason Green, warrant officer Jason Green out of Maywood, New Jersey.
And number 8.
Number 8 is Charles Omari, Queens, New York, warrant officer.
Oh, great little chest down there by Kaufman. Kaufman finds Nelson and lays it off to him. Beautiful little pass. Makes it hard for the goalkeeper there when you've got 2 strikers coming at you, spreading that box wide. You don't know which way to go. You've got to cover one. And he just laid that ball off. The ball started on that right-hand side. Comes in and cuts it nice and neatly right into the feet.
And speaking of pro players, guess who just joined the chat?
Let me guess. Is it our friend from New York?
It is.
Hello,
Kevin
Mr.
Pierre.
Yeah, we're so proud of you making the bench for the game this last weekend. Looks like Kroon on a run on that right-hand side. Elects the throw into midfield. Finds Salas. Salas drops it back to Keane, who dropped into D. Palmer sidesteps. Nice little touch. Finds Powell. Powell looking for the long ball. Finds Gonzalez. Gonzalez keeps it in play. To Salas. Salas to Keane. Keane puts the ball out wide to Alec Plangin, crossing that ball in. Far post. Half volley by Gonzalez into that far right-hand corner off his left. What a peach of a cross by Alec Palangin, and finished expertly by Speedy Gonzalez. Ball spread out from midfield again onto that right-hand side. Alec just cuts outside the defender. whips in across, is coming back away from the keeper, makes it so hard to defend. And Gonzalez was just there with his left foot, able to tuck that home smartly across the face of goal.
Pierres are going at it.
They're trying to outdo each other, look. It is 14-0 to Dothan United as Fort Rucker go on the attack here. Nice little overlap.
Again, great to see the defense get some work in this time.
And just so we know, the score on the main scoreboard will not go any higher than 14 tonight. Although the score is 15, we will keep you updated. Show of respect there, I think, from Dothan United.
Couple substitutions for Fort Rucker.
Ball into Plangin. Plangin, nice little pirouette and step over. Drives into midfield, looking for a layoff. Finds Powell. Powell back to Palmer. Palmer to Keene. Keene finds Salas, puts the through ball to Gonzalez. Gonzalez takes off, checks back. Great credit to number 12 on Fort Rucker, who slipped but then got back up and won that ball back. And that's what I love to see from players, never giving up. Nelson has a ball, looking for an overlap by Gonzalez. Gonzalez turns, ball bounces off his back, goes out for a goal kick to Fort Rucker. Not a bad crowd here for a Tuesday night rescheduled game in a little cold weather. Nelson picks up the ball on his chest, tries to go around the defense, comes out wide on this left-hand side. Steps over number 6, puts the cross into the box. Oh!
Ooh. Almost ran into the pole. Dakota Henry.
Almost steered that back into the goal.
Looking it up, Saturday, the South Central Division has 3 games. It's us versus Montgomery, the rematch of Columbus versus Apotheos, and Birmingham Legion versus East Atlanta. And Columbus has already beat Apotheos 2-1, so technically they are in first place.
Wow. And that was Coder, I believe, on that far right-hand side, just missing that post off to the right-hand side. Griner with the ball at his feet. Plays it back out to Kroom. Coder drops in. Quick throw by Kroom. Kaufman stepping round. Drops that ball into Plangin, who is offside. Ball goes out for a throw-in.
Good job by Keene to keep number 17 at bay.
Ball, Palmer plays it back to Griner in goal, who finds Salas in midfield. Salas turns. Finds Nelson. Nelson drops it back to Plangin. Fort Rucker putting some good pressure on right now. Kroom with the ball at his feet, looking to drive forward, sends the ball long. Coda with that burst of speed that we saw last week. Great head onto the ball, onto Kaufman. Coda picks up the ball, rounds the defense. Good block by Fort Rucker. Fort Rucker pick up the ball, still looking for the clear. Salas picks up the loose ball into midfield, lays it back to Keene. Keene calmly restores order and possession for Dothan United. Drops it back to Powell, who finds Salas.
21, Colin McCrary, putting in some work there.
Nelson switched out to that far right-hand side, drop, fires in across for Kaufman. Kaufman puts the ball in for Gonzalez, right to the feet
Great save.
of Plangin, who thought he had a goal, and great save by the goalkeeper.
Beautiful save leading to a Cochran Firm corner kick.
Saved by warrant officer candidate Braden McNabney. Again, backup goalkeeper out of Dixon County High School. Played at the University of Memphis.
Great save by the keeper again.
Some of the Fort Rucker guys saying MVP for him.
I agree. Gonzalez picks up the ball, finds Kaufman. Kaufman steps inside, lays it to Nelson. Nelson lays it. Nope. Steps over, quick feet. Had lots of options to pass to.
Good defense, 4-on-1.
Yeah.
Put him in the box.
Coda picking up that ball on that right-hand side using his speed. Palmer dropping the ball back to his goalkeeper. Kroom picks up the ball. To Coda. Coda back to Kroom. Kroom to Palmer. Palmer to Powell. Keene looking for some movement in front of him. Finds two willing runners. Gonzalez, number 27, puts it into the box, looking for Plangin. And a great defensive work by Fort Rucker. Puts that ball out for another corner. Fort Rucker about to make some more changes here. Looks like number 4 is going to make way for number 25.
Yeah, number 25, Tang Mantwang, second lieutenant out of Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Corner for Dothan United. Gonzalez, number 27, coming over to take that. All of your corners brought to you by the Cochran Firm. Nice high kick, corner into the box. Goalkeeper picks that up safely. Goes back out for a corner as there was a foul on the play. Ping pong in the box, but the ball comes out. Fort Rucker clear it. Gonzalez with a cross to the back post. And Kaufman just hits that ball into the ground, bounces over the goal. Keeper slips on the goal kick, but Fort Rucker pick up the ball. Dothan pick up the loose ball. Coda back to Kroom. Kroom pointing where he wants the ball to go. Nice little chip over the top. Shoulder flick from Nelson. Nelson gets the ball back off Kaufman. Keeper comes out. Great hands. Takes the ball right off the feet of Kaufman.
Yeah, goalkeeper playing off his head right now.
Salas coming in speed right there. Clean up that ball. Nice little 1-2s together between Dothan. Nelson picking up the ball. Salas with the overlap. Kaufman with a run. Great through ball. He's got some support on the far side. Keeper comes out again. Clears. The ball goes out for a corner.
McNabney having a second half.
Into the hands of the keeper again. Alec Plancham picks up the loose ball. Driving at the heart of the defense. Finds Kaufman out on this far left-hand side. Loose touch. Nelson comes in. Pokes it underneath the goalkeeper. And that is another goal.
He's got himself a brace now. Looks like a couple of substitutions for Fort Rucker. Or not.
Held off on those. Ball goes out of play off a Dothan player. Throw into Fort Rucker. Salas lays the ball off to Powell. Powell to Keene. Back to Powell. Back to Palmer. Just some good possession for Dothan, controlling the speed of play. Good step by Fort Rucker defense right there. Ball goes out of play for a throw in to Fort Rucker.
Noreen Oak-Aid says Braden for man of the match, and we completely agree with you for Fort Rucker. Goalkeepers had a great second half. He's only let 2 or 3 go by him so far, so. It's like number 19 coming in.
And good props to Fort Rucker. They brought a lot of people. I think I counted 23 or 24 with them tonight. Does look like some more subs are on the way.
Yeah, number 19, number 20, both of their names are Anders. One is Strandon and the other is Osa. Again, Osa is the one that was the captain of the Air Force Academy over in Norway.
Nice little overlap there by Gonzalez, but the forwards were not on the same wavelength there.
Dothan Dragon fans, don't forget that your Dothan United begins their Southern Conference Championship season beginning.
Nice
next
punt by the
Saturday
goalkeeper.
night. We host the Montgomery United.
Powell
Right here
elects to
at
clear that
Richie
with a
Stadium.
header, goes out for a throw in.
We'll have giveaways, fireworks, and much more. Make sure you get your tickets for next Saturday night to root on your Dragons against Montgomery United this Saturday at Rip Hughes.
Kroom running into midfield. Drops the ball back to Powell. Powell out to Salas. Ball over the top to Kaufman. Nice little heel flick.
That was great.
For Rucker, pick up the ball again. Take control, looking for a nice little overlap. Powell calmly passes back to his keeper.
Mr. Kevin Pierre Sr. says, have a good night. He's either going to be here May 30th or June 6th, so we will see you then, Mr. Pierre.
You have an invite up to the Brit and the Bird box, sir.
Yes.
We'll
Our
have
perch.
the perch, and we'll have a little halftime chat.
Yeah.
So the shot comes in.
Always invited up here.
Always. We should get a couch.
Yes. Get a couch, just put the TV in front of us, and
We
we'll
might
call
not
it through
leave.
that.
Substitution here on the play. Number 16 for Fort Rucker coming in. I'll let you.
Warrant Officer Ainsley Sanchez out of Tampa, Florida.
Great to have her on the field as well. Looks like she is playing at left back. Through ball. I do believe that. I thought that was going to be offside. Ball comes back to Coda. Coda elects to put it back into the box. Great defensive work there.
Now in for Fort Rucker Football Club, number 16, Warrant Officer 1, Ainsley Sanchez.
And there it
good
is.
shot.
Nelson with his third, I believe, on the night. Nice little shot.
Yep, he's got himself a hat trick.
Faked the goalkeeper off to the right-hand side. Finished with his left foot into the left side of the goal. And sat that goalkeeper down.
Looks like they're pulling the goalkeeper now for number 1, Charles Miller, Warrant Officer Charles Miller out of Louisiana.
And there's substitution on the play. Gonzalez picks up the ball. Kaufman running on the outside. Puts it back in. But Gonzalez couldn't get there. Keene picking up the ball, planging. Defense stepped in, picked it up, and here comes Fort Rucker. Ball goes out of play for a throw-in to Fort Rucker.
Excuse me.
Salas a little heavy in the challenge there.
Got a little bit of a correction here. Nicolette Corn, number 4 Corn, is pronounced corn instead of corn. We do apologize.
Fort Rucker with a free kick then, just outside Dothan United box. Nice cross in, all the way through, and couldn't just get on the end of it for Fort Rucker there, but that was a close call there for Fort Rucker.
And so far, the closest shot they've had. But again, this, you're talking about, it's great to have Fort Rucker here. We thank them for their service. A lot of their guys really only played in high school.
Great ball forward, right into the feet of Kaufman. Great fair tackle there.
Coming out here playing against pre-professionals, again, a lot of them are going to go professional. Mismatch from the get-go, but again, they come out here giving it their all. I'm loving this. Oh, what a shot.
Shot for
wow.
distance.
What a shot.
Great recovery from the keeper. Heart and mouth moment there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But great recovery, but great chance and great shot by Fort Rucker from deep. And, we're 78 minutes into this game, and they're not giving up, and that's what I love. And this game is a friendly, and it's really just an opportunity to say thank you to to the Army, to the services that support our tri-state area here, and to say thank you and to recognize what they do for us. But it's also, I think, the beginning of a tradition for maybe Dothan United as well, and just having that fun, friendly game in preseason.
Yeah, I think that's what Aaron McCrate was wanting. He's been wanting this game for a few years, just didn't work out. Again, these guys are pilots. A lot of them train at night.
Number 20 on a great run here with Fort Rucker. Puts the ball into the box. Just no one there to meet that last ball.
Couldn't get past the 3-on-1. Also, Nicolette Korn, are you somehow related to Devin? Because it'd be great to tell him that a relative is watching.
100%.
Got to hang out with him at KT's Tavern, one of our local bars here, and great kid.
Especially proud of you if you're watching from the Netherlands because of the time difference.
Yes, definitely.
Ball comes in. Alec Blanchard drives from deep, right on the edge of his own area. Beautiful left-footed low drive into that bottom left-hand corner, right through a packed box, to be quite honest. Left the defense and the goalkeeper no chance at all. Ainsley picks up the ball.
Yeah, Ainsley Sanchez finally getting
a touch on the ball there. Gonzalez looking for a quick touch around her and into the box, but plays it off a Fort Rucker defender. Goes out for a corner, quick corner. Elects to drop it to Nelson. Nelson's trying to drive in. Steps outside, crosses into the box. Off the chest of the goalkeeper and goes out of play for a throw-in. Gonzalez comes over for a quick play. Salas steps in, controls the ball. Looking to cross it into the box. Deep far side. Keeper comes out, punches, and clears. And here come Fort Rucker again. Loose ball picked up by Powell. Back to Plangin. Back to Korn. Palmer to Powell. Good movement by Dothan off the ball and with the ball as well. Just everybody's dropping into spaces, making some good passing triangles, getting good movement. Always someone available. Keen to Palmer. Palmer cool under pressure. Looks for that ball, turns it back out. A little heavy touch by Kaufman as the ball goes out of play.
Yeah, Palmer with the cool under pressure. I think that's why Coach Davey has the captain band on him tonight. Oh, Nicolette Korn is his mother. So
Hey,
I'll let
Mom.
him know that you were watching.
Great ball
Miss
out
Nicolette.
to Coda. Coda crosses in, left foot. Header just goes out of play for a corner Dothan.
Dothan Dragon fans, get on your feet and make some noise for a Dragons corner kick.
It's like corner's the last one back for Dothan right now. Everybody else almost into the box. Gonzalez with the throw to Nelson. Nelson back out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, nice whipped cross in. Keene jumped up, got above everybody else, got that header in, but not enough power on that. Ball cleared out of play, just sliced out.
Looks like Zara Leonhardt coming in for Sanchez. She's from Babylon, Iraq, but lives in Fort Rucker. Talked to her earlier. She couldn't play in high school or any university. So when she moved here, she just loves the game of soccer. She said that, hey, we have a soccer game against them. I want to play. And look at that. Look at that.
First
Great
touch of the
steal.
ball. Great steal off Dothan player.
Good job, Zara.
Number 20, nice little hit, scorpion flick over the defense. Putting some pressure on, playing a little feisty. I don't mind that. 83 minutes played. They want to get something on the board. Offside by Nelson. Fort Rucker holding a good line there.
And let me give her just as our second lieutenant, Zara Lanhart.
Free kick to Fort Rucker. Putting some bodies in the box. Nice long, high ball. Keeper calls for it. Comes out, collects. Quick pass in the box to Palmer. Palmer to Powell. Powell drops it back inside to Keene. Keene looking for some forward motion. Finds Plangin on the right-hand side. Plangin picks up the ball, drives it into Coda's feet. Coda looking for the one-touch pass off to Kaufman. Kaufman rolls it past and into the back of the goal. Left foot shot over the keeper.
Yeah, Miss Nicolette, we get to go down to the field after the game, so we will definitely tell him you were definitely watching him play.
Loose ball by Fort Rucker, picked up by Powell in defense. Finds Gonzalez straight away. Nelson out, back into Gonzalez. Gonzalez continues his run into the box. Nice little chip round, and boom. Back to Kaufman. Kaufman chips the goal. Keeper. And I believe that gives Kaufman 3 as well. Might be 4, actually.
That would be the hat trick. Sorry, everybody. I'm dealing with a little bit of a cold right now. So
I'm not surprised. You got flip-flops and shorts on. And it's like minus
I've had
20.
this thing for a month. It is terrible right now.
Fort Rucker plays the ball out to that far left-hand side. They've got a player open, tries to check it back inside, but it is cleaned up by Dothan United. And Fort Rucker do a good job in cleaning that ball up.
A lot of the military guys here in the stands giving it to the guys of Fort Rucker. That military humor, I grew up with it. Again, I was a military brat, so I understand it.
And that's another goal for Dothan United. And Fort Rucker get us underway. Goes out for a throw. Little over just over 2 minutes left on the clock. And this friendly. Before we start, our Southern Championship Conference on Saturday night. Big game against Montgomery United.
Huge game, huge
game. Big rivalry just started last year, really still young, but they made a lot of changes in their team for this year. We've got a lot of changes too, so we are looking forward to a good test of this new Dothan United team on Saturday night as Dothan United go on the break again with Kaufman out to the left-hand side into the box. Couple of little step overs, but cleared by Fort Rucker defense.
Yeah, honestly, the Dothan and Montgomery, if you ask me, I think we're going to be 1 and 2 in the division this year. Just too much talent from each side. new coaches on both sides.
Yeah.
Both of them recruited extremely well this year. Both teams deep. They have had a couple of friendlies themselves with PSC from the League of Clubs. Won 4-0 the other night.
Fort Rucker still battling hard. Keep this ball out the box as Dothan is still battling hard too.
Good tackle.
Yeah, it should be a great game. Interesting fact, I don't know if you know this, but Montgomery United have a couple of local boys on their team too that played here with our very own Ty Powell as well. So Charlie Ezell, he's up there. He's actually at Southern Union playing for the Bisons. So they recruited him. Great little midfielder attacker. As Fort Rucker makes some more substitutions. So, you know, a little banter within the banter. I love those. Love those stories. He's a great player. I've watched him play as well over several years.
I know me and Ty were talking. He said he was dropping off his roommate over there, and they kicked him out of the stadium just for dropping off his roommate in college.
That's hilarious.
And actually, that's the coach getting him some playing time.
Coach putting the body.
Frank Hoffman playing some defense.
And that is a game, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolute pleasure it is to call a game that celebrates the servicemen and women in our area at Fort Rucker and the Army. I do believe we're going to have a small presentation in a moment just to the Fort Rucker team on behalf of Dothan United. But again, just great job, great crowd tonight. We appreciate the crowd coming out and supporting us. And we will be back, the Brit and the Bird, up in the perch this Saturday, rather. Kickoff at 7 p.m. Against Montgomery United for our start on the run to, let's be honest, hopefully another Southern Conference championship.
Yeah, and beyond that, really and honestly.
We're looking forward to that very much so. We will be here bringing you all the facts, all the players, all the moving, the shaking in this USL 2 matchup in the Southern Conference. David, any last words about the game tonight?
Tonight, I mean, we got to see how many fireworks we can put up this year as far as scoring. I predict that to keep going.
Yeah.
Just some good little gelling for everybody, a good little icebreaker to get out there, get to playing, get to knowing each other for a great season. I think this is going to be a great season this year.
I concur. Well, thank you for joining us here at the Rip Hughes Stadium in beautiful downtown Dothan. It is a great win for Dothan United. Great night of soccer with Fort Rucker. We appreciate it. God bless. Good night. We'll see you Saturday night for USL 2 matchup with Dothan United versus Montgomery United. We'll see you then.